I'm from MovieWeb.
Playboy MovieWeb.
Yes, the Playboy Mansion.
There you go.
So, yeah, we. So let's talk about food. Have you had any? And do you know where I can get some?
No, I haven't eaten this morning, but you should try the gas lamp quarter.
Okay, because I'm starving and it's throwing me off.
Don't eat at the con.
So when you were a kid, now did you just spend the whole time in class just daydreaming?
No, I spent the whole time in classes doing my own writing.
So basically, you're sitting in the back of the class writing when you're supposed to.
That's what I was doing. Yeah, would sit in the back of the classroom and I would write longhand. I have novels that I wrote longhand throughout high school.
Now, where did the idea originate from Whiteout? I mean, how long has that been?
It was mentioned to me. It was mentioned to me by my first agent, who said that he had heard there was a U.S. Marshal stationed in Antarctica. That was all he said. And my first thought was, what do you do wrong to get that job? I mean, who did you piss off that they're like, okay, you're going all the way south, kiddo? So that was how it started. And then it came from there, being like, I was reading up on the continent, fascinated by it, because Antarctica, it's the coldest, driest, highest continent on the planet. Life is not meant to exist in the interior. I mean, it's just not supposed to be there. And yet, doggedly, we wander around and go, how long will it take me to get from the edge to the South Pole? So I looked at that and I hit all sorts of stuff in research. The ratio of men to women at the time I was writing was 200 to 1 during the season. During the off season, during winter over, it goes up to like 400 to 1. So I was like, oh, well, the marshal's got to be female. Because you never make it easy on your characters, right? So I was like, oh, this is going to be good.
So let me get this straight. There's 400 single men on this planet of ice, and just, or not necessarily single, but they're out there alone. And
I thought you were going to jump on that.
Beckinsale comes strolling up in her uniform, and I mean, what happens to her? Is she attacked by these 400 guys, or what?
Different movie. That's not this one. She's the law. You don't mess with the marshal.
I don't know. I could take her.
You don't mess with the marshal. Wait till you see it.
I know you're not the artist, but when you're writing a comic book or a graphic novel like this, is it easier for the comic? Okay, because I do, and then I get hit in the gut when the camera can't see. I'm not going to mention Gru.
Okay.
I'll tell you. Is it easier for them to draw this comic book because it's all white pages, right?
No, man. You won't believe, like, Steve Lieber drew this thing. When he was drawing it, he went at these pages with razor blades, I mean, bottles of white ink, toothbrushes, charcoal, dirt, sweat, blood. He actually cut his finger at one point to smudge it up, because white, it's not white, it's the texture of it. And I think that's one of the reasons that it works, is that he captured the world on these pages in a way that I don't think anybody had ever seen before.